finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you, they was blocking the shine. Now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you, they was blocking the shine. Now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Watch it.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging.
And with that, welcome into the grand finale, the grand finals of the ECAC 2021 Rocket League season. It is a best of 7 on tap between King University and Wayne State College. It's Curtis along with the Mustache. And Mustache, a couple of teams that dominated their semifinal rounds come in, and they're looking to try to dominate the other, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot harder than they may think that was going in.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, these two teams, juggernauts, going throughout this long regular season. Tons of teams. I forget the total amount. I thought it was over at least 150 teams a part of this, and now you're down to the final two for your grand finals, King and Wayne State. This is going to be a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. As there's only the massive field, a plethora of teams in ECAC this season in Rocket League, and I believe the wait is just about over. We've got 6 players in the lobby ready to go. This is a best of 7 for all of the marbles as we get through. Let's take a look at the road these two teams took to get here through the semifinals. It was Boise State who lost to King University. That was the matchup before this, and then you have Oakland University who went down to Wayne State before this matchup took place. Those two teams are playing in the third place match that I believe happens off stream.
Indeed. And you know, it's kind of ironic, both these teams winning their series in those two matchups were best of 5s, and both of them winning 3-1. So, you know, it's hard to pick on who you think would come out on top of this series, because basically they kind of had the same matchup. And so I feel this is going to be a very balanced matchup, probably going at least 6 games, if not the entire best of 7. But I am going to lean over towards King. Something about this squad really sticks out to me. I've seen them once or twice before. There's a few players I recognize as well. And so King University, I feel, will be able to pull this out. But Wayne State, they went through undefeated this entire ECAC. They never dropped a series, so you cannot count them out.
No, not at all. I think that gives them some credibility right there. There's a lot of good teams in this bracket, and they rolled right through. Granted, a few issues here and there, but I mean, what team doesn't when you're playing that many matches over the course of a regular season? So gonna get the signals out to the teams, get them on the pitch. We're about ready for Rocket League. Hopefully you guys are as well. It is a best of 7 to get this tournament finished up and to see if we can crown a grand finals champion. It is going to be King University, Wayne State College, They're on the field. We're on the field. You are as well. It is.
All right, game number 1, and Flush coming out with a great start to that kickoff. Zekker's trying to get a touch. He's going up for the bully attack, and he is going to open up the net for Capinsano to put it in the back.
Great job on the physical play from Zekers, just kind of running Matt into the back of the net. Nothing that he can do. The only chance that King has to make that save is going to be KC Colts, and he gets the rotation a little bit late. Good work from Wayne State. They have a 1-0 advantage, 7 seconds in.
Another just great kickoff from Flush to get control of that. The attack coming out from Wayne State looking good. K-Frost in the air. Gets a nice drop down to KC Colts. He tries to get it around Capinsano, but what a touch to get that cleared out, and Flush is just trying to get it out of his own half.
What a doink. That was a great accurate doink into the top left corner. Very well done. Not quite able to put it home. Here's Zekers, the answer the other way, near post. Matt's going to try to get it away from danger. He's going to have to wait 3 seconds to play again. K-Frost into his own corner. Grabs a touch, works the challenge into that corner. KC Colts back towards midfield. Back this way comes King. That goes off the ceiling. Drops down for KC. KC hard off the back. Chance down for Matt. Matt with the drop near side. Not going to work. And it looks like it'll be Wayne State able to clear their line to get this one out of dodge.
Look at that little bit of a wheel lock over here on the sidewall. The aggression really coming out for both these squads. Flush trying to get it past K-Frost, but Matt leaving it back for his teammate with a wide open net. We get the tying goal.
Very good work, K-Frost. A little bit of hesitation, gets it past the Flush, and a great job by Matt to work it past Zekers on a real nice cut. Able to get that one home, center of the net. 1-1 games. We play with 1:10 gone.
So plenty of time in this game to see who can come out on top, but I talked about, two balanced teams right here, and I feel like this is going to probably maybe even go into an overtime. Still a lot of time left here in game 1, but you can see the defense on both sides working out. A little bit of a double commit opening up, but Matt, is going to get the nice touch, and K-Frost was just trying to hold on to that possession, but he's going to have to retreat back in for KC off the backboard. KC can't put it in. It's going to be Matt to come in and see what he can do with it.
3:20 to go. This will go across. Chance for KC. He'll bounce it off the corner. K-Frost gets that taken away from him by Capinsano. Into the corner. Tries to get it back Flush. Get it past Flush. KC playing the possession game, trying to get King a chance in the offensive zone for any length of time and length that are in good quality chances. Colts goes up with this. Offensive demo is going to set up King pretty nicely, but this is Zekers with a good clear. Gets it all the way downfield as we approach halftime in this game 1, a game that's not moving as fast, I think, as these players would like. Typically, players of this level like to work at a little bit of a faster pace, but it's slow, it's methodical, it's deliberate, and it's two teams trying not to make a mistake.
You definitely don't want to have a mistake here. A game 1, it is a best of 7, so you do have some time to kind of recoup if you do drop this first game, but you'd love to start the series off with a fantastic win. K-Frost leaving that for KC. Zekers, though, the pass from Flush, not able to get it past that midfield, and that midfield control is going to be key throughout this series. The passing play from K-Frost and Matt looking good. KC just holding down the fort. It's going to be Wayne State just trying to get it out of harm's reach. They're still stuck, and the boost starvation starting to set in. Stuck on the backboard. KC trying to put it in. Matt is going to seal the deal, though.
Great work by KC to put that right back in Matt's wheelhouse. This is a good piece of work by KC. All he needs is a delicate touch there. He doesn't really need to put it on the net as long as he puts it right above the two double committed defenders under the ball. That's a nice one for Matt to be able to push that one home. 2-1 lead for King University as they come with 2 unanswered to take the lead.
That lead might be in danger here as Zekers going to try to hold down the fort. Cap was going to try and get one by a defender, but K-Frost bullying him. The demo's coming out from both squads. This one's still stuck in the midfield. Zekers was there, the Flush with that nice pass, just not able to get it past the defenders for King, but K-Frost in the air. Zekers is trying to hold it down. Flush in the air, can't beat KC to it. Good opportunities to come out from Wayne State, but they're just not able to get it past. But as I say that, Zekers with the wow goal explosion is going to get that tying goal.
And this is a mistake. Captain Sano puts that one into the offensive corner. K-Frost goes up. If he goes up and commits to that ball on the back wall, he has to make contact there. He didn't do it. And that puts Zekers in a really good spot to put that one in the empty net. 2-2 game as Wayne State evens up the score in game number 1.
Flush, gonna see if he can't get the first lead, I believe, for Wayne State, if I'm not mistaken. But Caps holding it down. K-Frost, that's wide open net back there. Caps can't get there in time, and luckily Zekers was on his run back on the rotation to make sure he could put himself in to fruition. Matt with the pass, can't get the aerial needed, gets it out to K-Frost, off the post it goes. Close call. King wanted that one. They needed that one if they wanted to take his first game. And this one dangerously in front of net. Zekers in the air. KC trying to get it cleared out, but Flush holding down the possession. Matt and KC kind of tied up there on the sidewall. Matt not able to connect with it, and Cap is just trying to get it out. But K-Frost is going to get it across the nose of Cap and into the back of the net.
This is Captain Insano. He wants this ball back. He definitely needs a better touch than that. Needs to put it in his own corner and out of danger. He's got 2 that are right on his bumper, trying to take that ball away. Good work by King. Now it's Wayne State who needs a hero. 25 seconds to go.
That hero needs to show up now. Matt was going to try and get that insurance goal needed. Flush wasn't prepared for that bounce, but KC was. He was wanting to put that final goal, that final nail in the coffin to win this one. But this one dropped out. Cap is still there. It's still dangerously in front of the net. KC up, tries to get the touch out to K-Frost. He does. Drops it down. A good waterfall. No, it actually falls out. Matt off the backboard, off the crossbar, but it doesn't matter. King will take this first game.
Yeah, good work from King University. They go ahead and take the first game. They ended up going down early, as it was a little bit of a Wayne State flubber, or King flubber on that caused a Wayne State lead early on. But nice work by King. They kind of eliminated the jitters, were able to work their game in the offensive end. They held a majority of offensive chances from probably the second minute on of this game number 1. And really just good offensive execution, really by both sides. Like to see that at this level, and looking forward to seeing that the rest of the 7-game series. This is still very much a crapshoot. I mean, the way that first game went, if it's any indication, we're in for a good matchup.
Oh, definitely. These two teams very even in their gameplay, both offensively and defensively. Like you said, there was 4 saves to come out from Wayne State, 5 to come out from King. Shots all around from both squads. I mean, this is going to go down to the bitter end for sure, and it's just going to be who has the final possession or who is able to just sneak that last goal in. That is going to be the major question to ask yourself, but we just need to move on into game 2 and see how this one continues to play out. Currently, King leading this series by 1 game, but in a best of 7, it can go quite a long time.
Yeah, we have ourselves at least 3 more games in this series if Wayne State does not win a game. We'll see if that's the case. Either way, we're ready to go. Game number 2 is on your screen at the moment. It is Zekers and KC Colts on the corners, and we are underway for the second in this best of 7. Matt immediately gets a demo and puts the Wayne State boys on a bit of a tightrope here early on in the second game. 10 seconds in, Colts comes through, works it into the corner, looks for another touch, needs some delicate touches out. Matt tries to put it towards the back wall, but no doing. Off the back, Matt lurking, not going to happen. KC Colts and Matt will give chase in their own end, and King will have to regroup in their own side around that corner boost where they like to battle so much.
They've definitely been a little bit more methodical with their touches. Both squads have, and there's a pre-jump of pre-jumps to come out. There's a nice touch from a King player. K-Frost going up for the challenge there to see if he can hold on to the possession. I really do feel like this midfield control is going to be key for either of these squads to really solidify any type of win in this series. Good bounce out from the corner. Could be good, but Matt coming off that backboard. Nice touch to get it out to KC. KC can't quite get the touch he wanted, but there was a double commit to come out from Wayne State. They're going to have to watch that. They don't want to see King take another game.
This will go crossways. Chance for Wayne State in the offensive end, a minute 15 into this second game, but it's taken by Matt. K-Frost in the area as well. Well read by Zekers. Zekers goes up again. He has some help forward, but it doesn't matter. Good work at the midfield line. Into the corner. Wayne State, far side, it's in. Flush finds a way to put that one home. It's a 1-0 lead, 90 seconds into game 2.
And what a touch right there. That angle coming out from Flush. K-Frost thought he could get it out of there, but what a touch from the nose of that Dominus to put that one in. Wayne State on top.
Good work, 90 seconds in. Looking good so far as Wayne State, but they did score early on in game 1 as well. Need to work on trying to hold that lead. KC into the middle. Matt's in the area. KC for K-Frost headed up. Matt will wait. Looking for the pinch. He gets it off the ceiling and back to midfield it goes. But right at a waiting Capincino who gets that deep downfield. Here's Matt. Matt's going to miss. Back to midfield we go. Over mid. Good work. That's going to be in front. Chance for Encino, but Casey Colts grabs the rebound and he will take it back towards the corner. Chance for King University to work in the offensive corner.
Now K-Frost just holding it down. King, you were talking about trying to hold on to that possession, and they do. Look, this midfield rotation coming out from Matt as he saw KC there in a demo coming out from Flush onto K-Frost to finally kind of slow down that push that we've been seeing from King. Wayne State wanting to hold on to this lead, but King is on that push, and a little bit of a mistouch. K-Frost off the crossbar and down and out. Unfortunate for them, but they still have possession. It's finally taken out from Wayne State, able to at least breathe a sigh of relief. Finally, we see King again, and a great clear from Zekers as this one still dangerous. Flush finally getting over to King's half to see what they can do with it. K-Frost off the backboard. Zekers is going to be able to get the touch. I didn't want to cast or curse anything, but still dangerously in front, and Cap might finally get a little bit of space there for Wayne State.
And 47 to go in a 1-0 game. As of right now, good defensive play. Casey Colts coming in. That drops in front. K-Frost a little bit in front of it. Gets contact to play it laterally, but no help there. Insano off the back. Pre-jumping this is going to be Zekers. Off that corner wall. Right for a pass out top of the box. Matt takes that away. Minute 22 to go. As King definitely needs a hero on their side to get them back level in this contest. Both teams an improvement at the backs as well. Defense has been right on point with what they need for the most part. As this will be Capincino carrying it back to midfield where Matt will take control.
Oh, a little bit of a musty there from Zekers. He was just kind of fading out the defender, seeing if he could get him around, and it almost worked out, but King holding down the fort. Casey, though, can't get the touch. Cap is there, and Matt gets the save, but Flush and
no
Zekers
way
both can't connect. There's a demo in the center. Zekers passing it all the way back, but K-Frost receives the pass from Zekers, and that is going to be the tying goal needed.
The counterattack is gorgeous. There started with the demo, as I believe it was Casey Colts who got in front of the ball to take out the opposition. It would have been the one-layer defense between them and the ball. Now one of these teams is going to be able to find a hero again. It might be Zekers towards the net. He scores, and it's 2-1 as Wayne State takes another lead.
Off of the kickoff, Matt not able to get there, and Zekers just with the wide open net. K-Frost can't turn fast enough. He puts it on that far side, making sure he can't get there, and it works out perfectly. So Wayne State, that unfortunate little bit of chaos that we saw causes a tying goal, but then they are able to answer back and get the lead yet again. There's another opportunity. Cap can't get there in time, but the pressure is still there.
It is indeed. This will be top of the box. Chance there for Capincino. Hard off the corner, but well read. Hard and deep into the opposite side of the field, as Wayne State has to give chase in their own side. Capincino loses that challenge. This is up in the air. Matt lurking, as is Casey Colts. That'll be off the corner. Matt's coming in, trying to jump this towards the middle. That is a K-Frost who's lurking into the corner. Needs another touch. Finds it in front. It's right there for KC. KC scores! Tie game in 0 seconds in game number 2.
What a great offensive push coming out from King to make sure they do not give up, even when it's 0 seconds. We've seen 0-second goals all day if you guys have been watching any of the RLCS. And what a way for King University to do the exact same thing here in this grand final best of 7. And Flush is gonna put it as I continue to speak. He drops it down in 6 seconds.
That's a great pinch. That was pinched off of Matt as well. Flush came through, saw the push from Matt coming in, and was able to angle that towards the far side, giving Wayne State one win themselves. We have a 1-1 series tie in this best of 7 that now becomes a best of 5.
Wow, unbelievable showing in just what the final, I'm going to say 20 seconds of this game. I mean, just incredible prowess, incredible determination from both squads to really make sure they are able to try to take the win, but it is going to be Wayne State who are able to come on top and finally take one and even up the series.
Very good work from really both sides. The offenses really kind of, I don't want to say they took a day off in this particular game because the defenses were that much better than the offenses, and the offenses definitely had some good chances. Both offenses were clicking and creating chances in the offensive end. They were really getting it down into the dirty areas in those corners, trying to bounce it towards the middle. Some missed opportunities though really hurt Wayne State as far as getting this game done in regulation. This is something they need to correct. If they have opportunities in the offensive zone, especially against King, they have to finish him. Game 3 on the horizon, Mustache, and this looks like it is going to be close all the way throughout.
I wouldn't only expect it to be close. Matt. Oh, and I saw the rotation. Matt can't touch this. It's still dangerously in front of net. Oh, that was so close. Matt wanted to go for the corner boost. He had to retreat back. That one just fell off the post, and he knew if he was going to touch the ball, it was going to fall in. So it was probably the right thing for him not to go for it, but it was so dangerous for King to see that ball on the goal line. They're able to at least get it out of harm's reach. And 30 seconds in, we're already off to a big start here in just game number 3 of this best of 7. Oh, what a drop down from Cap Insano because of a missed touch off the backboard.
That is perfectly done from Wayne State. The double touch from Cap Insano draws up Casey Colts exactly the way that he should have. Casey Colts only has one option, and that's to get all the way up as fast as possible, but was not able to finish the job. Good work from Wayne State. They have a 1-2 lead.
Now Cap Insano is going to try to see if they can add one more to this. We're still into the first minute of this game. Flush going to have to retreat back, leave this one for Deckers. Matt, though, going to try to put the tying goal in. Flush just having to put up some early contention to make sure that there was no type of touch. Frost allowing this one to roll up the backboard, giving himself a little bit of time to regain his composure, seeing what he needs to do with it. Matt having to do this by himself. There's a couple demos. K-Frost, Matt taking out 2. There's one player for Wayne State, but that one player able to hold down the fort. And Matt putting that one off to the side, almost a tying goal. But Casey, that's up, I think, is low boost. They need to have this pressure here off the backboard. Zekers is going to come in and give some aid out to the defense.
Oh, midfield, and that one's going to go past the last defender. Matt not able to get there, and Zekers makes it the biggest lead of the day for Wayne State or either of these two teams. The 2-0 advantage in game 3.
I don't think Matt was prepared for that type of touch, and it just kind of goes right behind him, and there's no way for him to race back. So you're right, a 2-goal lead in favor of Wayne State, and they are looking good. Ever since that game 2 finish, we have just been seeing Wayne State get better and better, but it's a best of 7, plenty of time to see if you can turn the tide in your favor as KC holding down off of the backboard. K-Frost was trying to set up, but a little spacing coming out from Matt. He wasn't quite pushed up, but a good demo and a wide open net. K-Frost putting it on. Cap does get the touch, but can't get it out. K-Frost puts it in.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for King University. They knocked it out back from midfield. Great counterattack off of the physical play that was caused by his teammate. K-Frost puts it exactly where it needs to go, and they have the lead. 3 minutes to go now, and a 2-1 advantage for Wayne State. We're back towards the sidewall. Chance for King. Immediately to tie it. Tries the flip reset. Didn't quite get it done. Up goes Matt. Matt looking for a play into the middle. That didn't quite go. It'll bounce off the intersection. right wing side. Capinsano over the midfield line. Chance for Zekers maybe to jump on this, but Capinsano instead. Up over midfield. Matt's off the sidewalk. Knows again, they're battling for it near the midfield line. Needs a little bit of help. K-Fron forces the issue in the offensive end. That'll fly across the face of goal. And King University trying to create more and more chances. Things looking good. This will be a pass in the middle. KC Colts turns away from the ball. I don't think he realized he could have gotten there. I think he had more space than he thought at that particular juncture. Chance the other way for Wayne State with 2:08 to go in a 2-1 game. They may be able to work it out the other way. Not going to happen on this occasion as Matt looks for a redirect to the offensive end.
Matt just doing what he can, trying to set up. They need this tying goal. A minute 53 left in regulation. K-Frost all the way back. Gets it out to Matt. Matt can't get the touch, though. That was a perfect pass and a good try coming out from King to see what they could do with it. Matt just getting the touch out. Zekers is going to be able to take the possession away. KC getting a nice jump off of that corner, but Cap is trying to put it in. K-Frost with a diving save. Matt had the possession, can't get past Cap. This one, Demo's coming out all around, off the post it goes. So many close opportunities for King. They're still gonna try. K-Frost in the air, drops it down. Matt having to retreat back. He sets it up. KC is there. The pressure coming out from the offense for King is definitely what they want, but they are just not able to quite get past this defense that Wayne State has been putting up. And they keep it going. K-Frost drops it down. No, the missed touch. And there it was. You were right, but Zekers is there to make any type of touch. And the defense, what a push from them to make sure that nothing gets by them as we've got 51 seconds left.
Yeah, not much time left for King to be able to try to find a tying goal. Love to see something in the last waning seconds. A hero needed for King University. Capinsano loses that. That's going to bounce in frame, but above the bar. Wayne State, for about the umpteenth time in the last minute and a half, has cleared their back line. Now it's Zekers. Zekers has some help with him. Flushes in the area as well. Now he's not. He'll wait 3 seconds to play again. Waiting on that one. Pinched out. Into the mid. Matt's going to wait, try to get there. Not going to happen. Wayne State hard again off the back. With 15 seconds to go. King's going to get something going to the offensive side. They will for the moment. Here's KC Colts. KC looks for the carry. Good takeaway by Zekers. Zekers over one. Back into the offensive end. King has to go coast to coast with 3 seconds left on the clock to be able to get this done. Matt puts it up in the air. This is a chance for K-Frost. KC Colts on the back end of this. That's a dangerous ball. They keep it up for the moment. Matt off the back. Needs another touch. He drops down, but he can't put it on net. Not going to happen. And Wayne State comes through with a win themselves in Game 3, and they lead the series 2-1.
Wayne State, fantastic showing from them. Two saves apiece for both squads, but five shots from both squads as well. But Wayne State, the accuracy there, they're able to put them in the back of the net when they need to. And now they've got the series lead in their favor. Still a long going here in this best of 7, but Wayne State looking better and better as it continues on.
They're 2 wins away. They only need 2 more wins to get to the magical number of 4 to end this series and end this season on a high note for Wayne State College. It is King University who now finds themselves behind the 8 ball here. They are down a game. They would love nothing more than to get themselves back. Each game has ended in a 1-goal deficit so far. That tells you how close these two teams are, Mustache. And it speaks to the competitiveness and how they were able to move through their regular season brackets, and especially with their wins, respectively, Boise State and Oakland University.
It just goes to show how crucial every single touch is, because you're right, it is 1-goal deficits. I mean, every single time you need to make sure you have the clear, you've got to watch the possession, or you've got to watch who you're passing it to, because both squads are so fast, they're so quick to react to any type of touch and any type of read, and they're just working out perfectly for both squads. So you've got to make sure you're firing on all cylinders, because any misstep can cause you that game, and this is so crucial for them. But Wayne State, King University, both of them trying to see what they can do. We're only into game number 4 here. What a showing from both these squads.
But a win here for Wayne State could put their opponents on match point. That is important to note as we go into this game 4, about 30 seconds in. Capinsano. That gets ricocheted back towards the midfield line to one of his teammates there at Zekers. Zekers has had a very good series so far, looking to continue things. This will be off the back. Chance for Insano on the bounce. Casey Colt with a nice save. And Matt gets it over the midfield line and back into the offensive end. Chance here coming in for King University as they try to strike first for only the second time in the series.
That save from KC, that bounce, that basically he goes for the touch. It bounces off the post. That one almost centering up for a Wayne State player. K-Frost having to get this one around. We were talking about watching those passes and those clears. That was almost a pass from K-Frost out to Zekers. Now Zekers going to have to wait as KC gets the touch. Matt trying to get that bounce off the corner to maybe center up to K-Frost, who's ready for it. Off of the backboard, Matt was there but can't connect. KC puts the pressure on, still attempting shot after shot. And you see the communication right there between Zekers and Flush as they were just making sure that they could get it cleared out. They don't want to have any type of misstep, but a shot on Zekers with a great clear.
3:22 to go. The individual efforts for King University, they're coming through, but they need to be a little bit better with the communication on those passes. They'll create some more opportunities that way. This will be Zekers. He will defer, actually. That's a pass. KC Colts with the dribble into the offensive corner. Works it towards the ceiling. Wants another play. Ends up flying just behind the ball. Not able to get there. Over midfield. Here comes Matt. Matt above his own backboard. As the carry. 2:53 to go. Good play off the corner wall on defense. That'll drop down towards the net. Saved by Cap. This will be KC Colts. He puts this one up in the air, and again, it goes off the nose of Flush. Capinsano down, wants some help. Chance for Zekers towards the net. A save coming up as that one had goal written all over it. K-Frost says no.
Oh, and K-Frost, what a fantastic setup, or what a fantastic save, rather. And K-Frost, can he get the offensive touch needed? He drops it down on the post right there. So close. Matt off the backboard trying to set up KC. These passing attempts, these offensive attempts that might fall in. It's on the goal line, and K-Frost will get it.
Yeah, nothing that Wayne State can do there. First strike goes indeed to King. K-Frost up in the air, just kind of floats this one towards end. He causes a double commit. Both Flush and Capinsano have a chance to keep it out, but neither can stop the ball from going full dark. Good work from King as they continue to apply the offensive pressure. They're rewarded for it with 2 minutes to go in game 4.
Oh, 2 minutes is a long time here in Rocket League. K-Frost wanting to make sure that King can hold on to this lead. They need to tie up this series. They do not want to be in that series match point. And K-Frost sending it right down the pike. Not able to put too much power on it, but the bumps are starting to come out. But it allows Flush to drop right down on the ball. And, you know, you can't plan for touches like that, but it was a good attempt from K-Frost to try to take out any defenders. But the defense holding down for Wayne. They are so clutch when it counts, and Capinsano is going to try to turn that great defense into a better offense as they were on that counterattack, but it's going to be KC Colts. A demo from Matt might open up a lane. Can they get the pass up? The fake attempt was there, but K-Frost is just going to power on a clear off of that sidewall to see if he could set something up.
Flush with a real good clear. We got a minute 10 left in a 1-0 contest. Chance for K-Frost. Zekers looking to be the hero his team needs. That's in front, Casey Colts, and that is a very good clear. Good team up. Pass in the mid. Here's Matt trying to find an angle. Not going to work. Capinsano with 53 left. Going to knock that one down. Here comes Zekers the other way. Zekers in a high-stress situation trying to find something for his squad. Finds a demo in the offensive side. Capinsano getting the touch. Back into the offensive end for a moment. Go right back to Zekers. He'll work the carry.
Corner Flush gonna get this nice drop down, and it was a great drop from Zekers to see if he could set something up. To 30 seconds left. They need to have something come up right now. Zekers running out of boost in the air. He can't do anything else with it. And it's gonna be K-Frost to just hold down. They just need this ball in the air if you're a King fan, because they've got to be able to make sure that this one does not fall into Zekers' hands. Matt and Casey are there. The fakes coming out. Capinsano off the corner. It's falling right in front of net, but K-Frost is going to be able to get the touch. Flush, can he get this one around? It's on the center. Capinsano drops the touch, but K-Frost getting just any type of clear needed, and that one is actually going to fall
Wow.
in. KC 0 second gets the insurance.
KC Colts with a terrible angle shot, but he was able to put it through off the pinch, and that's about the sharpest angle I've seen off a pinch like that. Good work from him, and that puts King back level with their opponents. That is an ultra important win for them, as we have ourselves a 2-2 series tie. And don't look now, Mustache, but it is a best of 3 to crown an ECAC 2021 champion.
What a thrilling series we've had so far. Again, both these squads are not giving up. K-Frost, 6 shots just from him. He's got 1 goal to his name. I mean, just the offense really turned it up for King right there. And maybe that's what they needed to solidify the victory, is whether they were going to guarantee themselves a goal or not. They put on relentless pressure on that offensive side. And I think it finally gave Wayne State a little bit of a kind of eye-opener that, oh my gosh, you know, King is coming a little bit harder on the aggression that we anticipated, and so it put them on their back foot. And there was a replay with the save that Cap got the touch. It's on the goal line, still falls in. King doing what they need to put this series in a good spot.
Yeah, very, very good work. Regardless of your allegiances to either school, you really have to just admire what either team is really doing at this point. We're ready to go, though. Game number 5. Game 5, a pivotal Game 5 at that, as the winner of Game 5 wins a majority of best of 7s as we get things going and underway in this 5th game. This is the ECAC 2021 Grand Finals. It's Curtis and the Mustache with you. If you guys are just joining us, it's been a wild ride to this point, and we're down to the final 3 games. No matter what, we have to have a winner here to determine who's walking away ECAC champion.
Oh, and who is going to be that champion? We've been asking ourselves all night long. What are we going to have to see for these 2 teams to come out on top? Matt is going to see if he can do it for King University. They're trying to set it up. Cap getting a nice touch out to the corner where K-Frost is ready. He doesn't have the boost, but he's still going to put himself in front of the ball to make sure that they can hold it down. And what a touch, back from KC. That was almost a little too close for comfort, as that just ricocheted out to his own net.
Good defensive touch. Very good. Wayne State has been in the front part of games and clearing their own back lines. Chance for Zeckers. Needs a little bit of help. Cap and Sano in a tough spot. The Doink is going to get it back towards the wall. KC Colts waits on the end of this pass. Pinched back to midfield, but right back in we go for Matt. Matt drops it down. The waterfall, the pass in the middle, coming in. Chance for K-Frost. K-Frost baits out the challenge, but can't put it towards the net. Matt will give chase towards the midfield line again.
That midfield line has been so important for both these squads. They really need to make sure they can control that area of the pitch. You cannot allow too much to get by, as Matt is almost given a free goal. Flush and Cap and Zano both there, but I don't think they were prepared for what type of touch Matt was going to have. There's another great one. KC, though, is going to make sure he can play cleanup on it, and King is going to go on top.
Very, very good work. K-Frost teaming up with Matt there. Matt tried to go for goal there, but a nice pass regardless. Just passing it in and around that penalty area. Great work from King to get the first strike. They struck first last time as well. Seem to be figuring out something, and a lot of it has to do with the amount of pressure they're putting on the Wayne State College team in their own defensive end.
And we've been talking about how Wayne State's been having some stellar defense, but it can only go so far, and I finally feel that King are finally able to break through, and that is one way to break through. You just take the defender completely off the pitch and give yourself a wide open net.
That is perfectly done. Matt comes up with a great intercept at the midfield line, and you can see there as he had a teammate running for the hills and getting demo in front of that opponent's net. K-Frost, the beneficiary with the demo. Matt's going to try to add one more, and don't look now, but it looks like the boys at King University are starting to roll a little bit here in Game 5.
And this is the second time we've seen a kickoff goal. It actually happened on King the last time. It was Wayne State who were able to score off of a low misstep on the kickoff, and now it is King to do the exact same thing. So a 3-goal lead. I believe this is now the greatest lead we've seen throughout this series, and King trying to put themselves in a series match point. You know, we've been talking about how it's been so close for Wayne State, and now King trying to put that into, or put their name in that same conversation. Matt gonna get this one down out to K-Frost. A good jump and good aerial from K-Frost. Wasn't able to quite get it centered up, needed to put it in front of the net. The attempts are still there, and King looking very good on offense.
Wayne State not out of this just yet. They really need a goal here in the next probably 30 to 45 seconds to give themselves a shot. They need a goal, and then another goal, and then another goal to tie. This will be off the back card.
Oh,
That's going to be flush. Far side, he scores. That is exactly what they needed, as it makes it a 3-1 advantage now.
you were talking about how many goals they needed, and KC just gets that awkward touch. We've said it so many times. You've got to watch your clears. You got to make sure your touches are on point. That one just drops down, centers up. Easy one for Flush to put in that top left corner. And a good goal for Wayne State is now they've got a spark left. This one, Cap can't hold onto it. Flush was already on his rotation out of there, so the offense is going to have to die down, and it's a wide open net. Flush was by himself, nobody able to retreat back, and that K-Frost is going to get a wide open net.
Yeah, that's Flush wanting to put that anywhere but there. K-Frost comes up and just waits for Flush to hit it to him. That is nicely done by K-Frost. Emptying it to shoot at, you can't miss those. He does not, and gives his team a commanding 3-goal lead again. Only 120 seconds to go. See if Wayne State has something to say about this Game 5. But as of right now, all the momentum belongs with King. Matt drops it off the back with a double touch. That was nasty. 5-1 lead for King University.
If you were talking about what Wayne State needed to say, I'm pretty sure that goal was Matt saying, hey, you know what? I think we need Wayne State to be quiet. They're not going to have a leg to stand on here in this particular game. Is 4-goal lead in favor of King University. They have really turned the tide in their favor. They turned it up a notch, or exactly when they needed to make sure this series goes in their favor. Matt gonna try and drop this one down again, and it's off the post. There was even a touch by Cap.
A little bit of Bardowski. That definitely is a nice shot by Matt. Precision is there, regardless of who it touched on the way there. And actually, I don't think it touched him on the way towards. It just bounced off him when it came off the crossbar. Either way, well done. Zeckers and company in a bad way going into game number 6, where they are going to be on match point with 1:30 left in this game 5.
This one is definitely snowballed away from Wayne State, but they can move past this. They are a solid team. We've seen them make some fantastic plays throughout this series. They are not down and out yet. This one, you're just going to have to say, okay, let's move on past this. We know what we need to do. We've got to watch our little mistakes here, and we can definitely fix them. But man, Zeckers just trying to take Casey off of that one. Casey didn't even really have to get that save, but he's still, even off of the bump, able to make the touch needed. King University looking very good.
Back off the sidewalk. Opportunity taken away. 47 seconds in a commanding 6-1 lead. There's another demo. A little bit of salt in the wound. That's top of the box. Taken away by Matt. Matt at the side. Needs quite a bit of help here. Right wing side, trying to drop on it is Matt, but he's going to go flying by the ball with 30 ticks to go. And a hero 5-full needed for Wayne State. And there just may not be enough time as they miss another opportunity there. As this one will creep back to midfield. 15 seconds left, and KC works it away from trouble as they're able to converge and take possession right back. 8 seconds left, 7. Another shot towards the net. They might be able to find an extra goal here just for posterity's sake, but it looks like that is all for naught. This will hit the ground. King University 1 win away from an ECAC championship.
Unbelievable. And right there towards the end, that shot attempt by, I believe it was Capinsano first, it goes off the post, and then I believe it was Flush or Zeckers going up for the second attempt, still not able to put it in. That was kind of this game in a nutshell. They were just not able to get past King University, and there was only 3 saves to come out from King, but so many shots from Wayne State. The accuracy wasn't quite there this time around, but again, I'm not counting Wayne State out. I could definitely see this going to a game 7, but Wayne State, they're going to have to watch out and slow down this King University.
There's a lot to do still here for King University. They have not had an easy road of it, as they do have their opponents on elimination point, but we both know that Wayne State is not going to take that laying down if they can help it. At least one more game on the horizon for the ECAC 2021 grand finals with Curtis and Mustache. We are just about ready for game number 6. It could be the last one, as it's going to require a win from Wayne State to be able to move this in to a potential game number 7. Game 6 is on the horizon, though.
Yeah, King, they're ready. They're not wasting any time. Players, they almost instantly joined up and got into their starting positions to make sure they do not slow down the momentum that they have built up. King, they are wanting this to finish. They don't want to go to game 7, but Wayne State, they've got something else to say. I know they've got the extra life left. They need to do it here, and that is one way. Zeckers putting it off the post. K-Frost was awkward on that goal line, but again, the attempt is still there. Capinsano trying to get around, not able to. K-Frost has got to get this out, but he's not able to get control, and it's going to go out to the sidewalk.
That's going to be off the back. Chance in front. Capinsano comes up, keeps it on the ground. What a play, but Matt comes up with a massive save on the goal line. Physical play doesn't thwart him as it gets sent right to him, and he keeps it out. Still scoreless. This will be over the midfield line. Chance off the corner, trying to find it in front. Chance in front of the net, and it's going to be Casey Colt. Sorry, can't read. That's fine. 1-0 lead in favor of King University.
No, it is completely understandable, because how do you get bullied in the net? You literally backflip to get the save and then start that counterattack, and Casey Colt's able to play cleanup on it and get the goal. Just a fantastic counter to come out from King University. This momentum they have is almost unstoppable, as Casey's going to try and drop it down. The challenge is there. It still falls in front of net. Zeckers is going to get the touch. Bardowski, not this time around for Matt, but he's able to get that pass back to K-Frost. Casey Colt almost beating out Flush. He's trying to pound it in. He's going to do so, and we see the second goal in for just himself.
Very, very good work, and another one two to the good for King University. They have enough goals to win this series. Don't look now, but they're 346 away from doing exactly that. Casey Colts adds 1 to the totals, and the Wayne State gonna have to find a way to play in the offensive end. They have yet to do that for any length of time in this 6th game. Gotta fix it, and you gotta fix it basically right now.
Yeah, man, what tools do you look in that toolbox to try to fix this? You've got to be able to slow down King University. They are just unstoppable, especially on this offensive side. That clear, Matt in the air, he receives the pass, but not able to put it on target. I thought from the angle I was seeing that one was going to be almost a guaranteed goal, but he puts it off to the post so close. But again, those passing attempts right there that you're seeing from King University, and then quickly KC shutting down that pass from Wayne State, is definitely what is propelling them into the situation that they are in.
Exactly. The ability to read plays and react to them has been huge. It's going to be Capinsano, though, shrinking the deficit to 1 after a goal there. It's a 2-1 game.
Now at K-Frost, that one was just a little bit of an awkward aerial, and Casey not expecting it to bounce post and basically off to the other post. So a little bit of an awkward situation there for King University, but they still have the 1-goal lead. 2:43 left in regulation. Another passing attempt. Matt elected not to go for it as he saw the defenders starting to push up. Probably rightfully so. but it's going to be Zekers and Matt stuck over here in this corner. K-Frost with the challenge, almost putting that one off the crossbar yet again and back into the net.
This will be into the Wayne State end. Hard send. Chance on the back end of this is K-Frost. He's not going to get there. In the offensive side, it will go. Casey Gold. Up into the air, goes away from him. Flush drops it down. Needs some extra help. Oh, it'll be a chance in front. Not going to happen. Casey Colts knocks that one away. Minute 59 to go in a 2-1 game. Opportunity for Matt. Matt off the back. This is going to drop in front. Good physical play. In front, they score. K-Frost may have done it with a minute 50 to go and a 2-goal deficit.
What a recovery from Matt to know that he had to get that touch on that ball to make sure he got it before the defender did, and sets that up perfectly. Not only does he get that recovery, but then he was able to get that bump, that key bump to take out the only defender. The aggressive plays have been working for King University all series long, and it works out there as they almost solidify the win. That could be the go-ahead goal, but there is a lot of time left. A minute 40 basically, and Flush and company trying to put this one in. A good attempt. The pressure is still there. K-Frost though getting the touch at least out to the midfield, and Flush and Cap having to retreat back for some boost.
Flush is going to put this back to midfield. Wayne State needs to work it in the offensive end. Matt needs a touch. He's found one. Oh, what a play! And that may be the microcosm of these last couple games for Wayne State College. They're down 4-1.
Matt is waiting on the backboard of the opponent. He's not on his own backboard. He is just waiting. He basically says, I'm going to take myself off the pitch, and we are still going to be able to get the goal. A dirty play indeed, but it works out perfectly. Matt's going to try to get another one. He will. And it starts to snowball yet again in favor of King University.
Yeah, 68 seconds left, and that is going to be a big snowball they're trying to crawl out of now. King University seems to be on the cusp of doing what they need to do. I don't think there's any realistic shot at this point. They need to score basically right now. They may have one. They do. Get it back to 3 with a minute 3 to go. It's Flush who gets him back to a 5-2 score.
63 seconds. Crazier things have happened. You're only down 3 goals. There is so much ability for Wayne State to be able to at least get the tying goal needed, but they're going to have to score just as quickly as they did there, and maybe play off the fact that King University feel that they have this one almost guaranteed. So they're going to play a little bit, flashy. They're going to go out there and basically not play as hard as you would think. And so that is going to be the key. But what a touch, what a pinch. Cap having to get that one off the post, but you need instances like this where they can start a push. You see Zekers going up. He's going to try and take a defender out, but Flush was just not able to get control. They can't waste time. They've got to get a goal here.
8 seconds to go. Here they come. That's an empty net. Gotta try to run this. Casey Colts comes across to take that one away. Still a chance. Matt, they need another touch, and they'll get one. K-Frost with the clear. 17 seconds. They're running out of time. Matt into the middle. That's going to be put forward. Not going to happen. Casey Colts with possession. Keeps it with him. 9 seconds left. I think they're out of time. It's going to be a winner for King University, your ECAC 2021 Rocket League champions in 6 games over Wayne State College. They do it. Congrats to King University. It is K-Frost, Casey Colts, and Matt who come through in the clutch.
What a turn of a series for King University. That was unbelievable. They were down 2-1 in game 3, moving on into game 4. And then ever since then, they just went on a tear, an offensive clinic. They said, look, we've got to change something, and they were able to do so. King University, your champions. Wayne State, a valiant effort from them. They were a fantastic squad to watch here, but unfortunately, they were not able to come out with the series win. A big GG's to both squads.
Yeah, a lot of fun really all the way through. Every game competitive up until game number 6, where the wheels started to fall off in the Wayne State corner. But great work, and just the start of things going on this ECAC esports channel on Twitch. The finales for multiple tournaments going on tonight. Rocket League, just the start of things. We've got Overwatch up next. That'll be a pretty awesome grand final as well. First to three gets that one done. But as we look ahead, or as we look behind, we have to look ahead at the at what's going on a little bit later. But first, our friends at Lenovo want you to know that Lenovo Legion knows you play to win. To stand out from the competition, you need equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and actions. The Legion Y25 monitor delivers wins in the toughest, most critical situations with its extreme 1 millisecond response time to its insane 240 hertz refresh rate. The Legion Y25 doesn't just keep up, it does a lot more. Built for those engaged in vast multiplayer battles at the tournament level, the Legion Y25 offers a 24.5-inch full HD IPS panel with built-in NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility. The Legion Y25 monitor is available at Lenovo.com and other fine retailers. That is a really good piece of work, Mustache, as we get into the latter part of what we're here for. There's a lot of really good memories from this season for ECAC.
Oh, it's been a unforgettable ride. These teams, all of them. I mean, like I said, it was like over 150 teams playing throughout the regular season, the Swiss format, and then here in the final playoffs. I mean, every team just giving it their all, trying to make it to that final championship. Again, King University and Wayne State College here in the finals. They just give us a series that is unforgettable. Tons of 0-second goals, some fantastic saves, some great aggression from both squads. I mean, just a thrilling series to say the least, and I'm so excited and was so grateful to be a part of it. So man, you guys, you players out there, this was a whirlwind and so much fun to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is going to pretty much do things here for Rocket League, as we are going to move into the Overwatch Grand Finals up next for Mustache and for PogChimp in the with the buttons. Sorry. You know what? I haven't seen anything about that. That's fine. We are actually looking like we are going to have a guest with us as well. So that is going to be a quick interview, trying to button things up here on the ECAC stream, as that is coming up your way next. Are you seeing anything about that? About who and where?
All of the quick schemes, money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams, and I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soul, I'm putting that on the Lord.
We'll probably want to hear from one of these winners. I mean, I to be honest with you, I'd love to find out. So we will probably take a quick break, get one of the players in here real quick, so that way we can ask them questions. If there's any questions you guys want to hear, throw them out in chat. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. I know there's a few things I want to ask them, but we will get one of them here in a second. So please stick around. We'll be right back.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch it.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I got just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
And welcome back into post-match coverage. King University, your ECAC 2021 Rocket League champions. I'm Curtis along with Mustache, and a good series all told as King came out with the last couple of games pretty dominant, to say the least. In fact, we have all 3 members of King University on the line with us as they all 3 playing members. It is KC Colts, Cave Frost, and Matt. And guys, hello, welcome, congratulations on a very hard-fought win with a very satisfactory result in your case. How do you guys feel?
We feel real good about it, in all honesty. It was a good game, good series for sure.
Yeah, absolutely was. Your guys' mentality, you guys went down 2-1 going into, I believe it was game 4. Did you guys have kind of a heart talk between the 3 of you, or did you just kind of stick to what you knew how to play, or how were comms during that particular situation?
Well, when we went down 2-1, in all honesty, we just took that time during the break between games and talked about what we needed to work on. And we really just were nervous kind of going into the championship. And so we just needed to kind of calm down, slow down the play, really bring the game to our speed.
Yeah, fair enough, Mustache.
Yes, man, guys, again, GG's, fantastic series. You know, looking at the kind of standings, if you will, throughout your guys' regular season, you know, looking back at how what your series or season looked like compared to Wayne State. You know, Wayne State went undefeated. They never lost a series. Did you guys take that into consideration? Did you look at anything from them? How did you prep to kind of prepare yourself for this series?
No, we weren't really worried about Wayne State being undefeated. We really just took it as like we need to have the mentality to be the best team. That's what you have to do when going into playoffs. And if you can keep that confidence level up and just trust your teammates and believe in the team as a whole, we've shown results before and we knew we could definitely play at that level. So we just believed in that, and that was kind of our game plan going into playoffs.
Oh yeah, you could definitely tell the confidence you guys had, especially in those last two games where you go, 5-goal, 6-goal leads. I mean, you guys looked unstoppable. Matt, you're on the backboard for that one goal, just on their side, and it's just almost kind of like the best way to kind of to show your how big you are compared to your opponent. Passing plays I could see were a big factor for you guys. Is that something you guys practice a lot? You talk about confidence and your ability to trust your teammates. You can tell when you guys are passing that you know somebody's going to be there. Is that something you guys focus on? Is there like a training regimen that you guys might have?
No specific training regimen, I guess. We kind of just built the team off of trust and figured everyone's play styles at first. And that kind of led into developing things such as passing plays. And really what we try to do is look for each other in every opportunity that we can. We don't want to just give the ball away without at least someone being near it. So on defense, we're looking for outlet passes. On offense, we're looking for infield plays, off the backboard plays, always just trying to get the best play possible.
That's definitely a good piece of advice for any level of Rocket League player out there. So again, GG's for you guys. That is all I have. But man, you guys looked fantastic as the series continued.
Got one from the chat real quick as well. Kind of a modifier to one of Mustache's questions for you. What are your guys' hour counts like in a week? Just out of curiosity, do you guys play more individually, or do you guys play more as a unit?
So our counts as of reason have been dropped a little bit just because it's towards the end of the semester. We're finishing up with finals and stuff. So on average for the team, it's around probably 50 to 60 hours past 2 weeks. In terms of play time together, again, at the end of the semester, we haven't been playing really a lot together. But definitely throughout the semester, we were getting practice days in and getting consistent scrimmages and stuff to help improve us and keep us consistent.
Good. No, we're looking forward to seeing that paid off tonight. Looking forward to seeing it pay off in the future as well. Congratulations to King University, guys. You are ECAC 2021 Rocket League champs, and huge GGs to you. And we look forward to seeing more from you guys, the three of you, and whoever else is at King, ready to strap and play some Rocket League themselves. Congrats again.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep. Absolutely. And with that is going to seal things up for a 2021 Rocket League season at ECAC. For Mustache, for everyone else that has donned the casting headset for ECAC this season, I am Curtis saying goodbye and good night from the Rocket League side of things. We've got Overwatch Grand Finals for you next. Stick and stay right there. It is going to be Dividing and Juggle God after the breaks, and this is ECAC Esports.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise promised my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real.
I am super excited, and how could you not be after such a strong semester of great Overwatch gameplay? It comes down to these 2 teams, the Bay State Bulldogs and the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. We're in for a good one.
That we are. Bay State, no stranger to the Overwatch scene. They are a top performing team that has played in numerous tournaments, and tonight they have their sights set on the ECAC Grand Finals. But Illinois Wesleyan not to be outshone either. The number 2 team coming into this tournament only dropped 1 game in the regular season, and the team they dropped that to, well, they beat them in the playoffs. So I think we're in tune for an excellent matchup tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, Bay State, they are a team that has really exploded onto the collegiate Overwatch scene over this semester. They honestly didn't really exist before this year, a completely new program, but Bay State really does believe in collegiate esports. They have put in the resources into this program, and honestly, Bay State, I've always been super impressed every time I've seen them. They've gone toe-to-toe with the likes of Northwood, with the likes of Redbirds, and while they haven't beaten them yet, they have definitely shown that they have the capacity to compete with those really top-level teams. I think a lot of people would place Bay State as within at least the top 5 collegiate programs in the country, if not top 3 behind Illinois State and Northwood.
I think you're absolutely right. Bay State really has made a name for themselves this semester, and it's been on the backs of great plays from players like Forgotten on the Widowmaker, Infernal on Diva, and the rest of the roster as well. Just been phenomenal players. But again, Illinois Wesleyan not to be ignored either. What a strong showing they had during this regular season and in the playoffs.
You have to feel really good about this story coming out of Illinois Wesleyan. They weren't necessarily the strongest team in the regular season. They took a couple of losses, but in their playoff bracket run, they ended up beating Ball State and RPI, 2 teams that they had lost to earlier in the semester in order to get themselves to this point. Bay State is a very, very big challenge for this team that's kind of unproven at the level that Bay State plays at, but don't get it twisted. This team absolutely deserves their spot in the grand finals. They've had quite the run to this point.
That they have. And we are going to be getting our grand finals match started on none other than Lijiang Tower. And I, for one, can't wait to see this map. My favorite in the game. You can see it in both of our backgrounds tonight. Dividing so kind to match mine as well. Appreciate that. But I think this is such a great map to start on in general.
I mean, everyone loves Lijiang. For the most part, people love Lijiang. I'm sure there's someone in chat that will sound off right now being like, I hate Lijiang. Well, you know, everyone can have their opinions. But Lijiang is one of the most favorite maps in Overwatch by the player base for a reason. First of all, it is a beautiful map. Love every section of it. And it does a great job of lending itself to basically every kind of play style and every kind of composition. You have Control Center that's a lot more closed in, so brawl comps, close range comps are more useful there. You have Gardens, which is a lot more open, so more long range, divey comps, faster comps end up reigning supreme there. And then you have Night Market, which could really go either way. I've said it before and I've said it again, the Overwatch team did a fantastic job with Lijiang in carefully crafting each of these submaps to lend itself to different types of strategies.
That's absolutely right. And so it's just fantastic that we get to start out there. It's going to give us an opportunity to see what each of these teams can bring on each of these different compositions. We already know that Forgotten loves that Widowmaker. I'm not sure if we're going to see them on Lijiang Tower, though. Maybe on Night Market, but I think that's a long shot. That's a Widowmaker pun right there. But we've got lots of excitement coming up for you very soon.
Yeah, we will. And I had a little bit of a chance to talk to Flash Fatal before this game started, ask him a couple of questions. He said we should be looking out for the Bastion coming out from this team. I can't say I know where I would see it in a Lijiang, just because Bastion requires you to sort of stay in one spot and get really set up. It's very difficult to do that on control maps. But I mean, if you've got a Bastion, you got a Symmetra to teleport that Bastion around, you can do a lot of fun things. I'm curious to see how much Illinois Wesleyan, as sort of a team that's a little bit more unproven, how much they're going to want to stick onto that, onto the sort of meta comps, or if they're going to try and throw something really off the wall at Bay State and try and force them to adjust to it.
You know, I think either can really work, and it's just going to have to be what Illinois Wesleyan sees when they go into this matchup against Bay State. I think both of those strategies could yield results. I think, the unexpected nature of, throwing in something like a Bastion, Bay State might not be prepared for it. They might not be ready for something along those lines. But similarly, bringing out a standard composition as well and showing and testing your mettle against one of these top teams like Bay State, gonna be a fantastic way to see what you're made of and to see if you can take home the grand finals win tonight.
I mean, there's no bigger test here for Illinois Wesleyan than Bay State. They are just such a prestigious program, and we're really going to beat this to the grave here, because it's just true. Bay State is such a good team. They have such good players that have experience in contenders, trials, and contenders at some of the highest levels of Overwatch that you can get to prior to making it all the way up to the Overwatch League. This is just an extremely talented team that has made tons of waves this fall.
That they are, and we are getting ready to head into the matchup very, very shortly. So we're going to get a chance to see which of these sub-maps we are going to be headed to on Lijiang Tower. Will it be Night Market, Control Center, or Gardens? We're about to find out very soon.
Yeah, we will be swapping in pretty soon here. But yeah, as we wait, I do like the sort of mentality that Flash Fatal gave me when I asked him a couple of questions before the game. He sort of gave me a sort of, we're really happy to be here. We made a lot of really good changes in our play style and beat a lot of people that had beaten us earlier in the semester. It's an honor to be nominated, kind of situation. It tells me that these guys really are just here to have a good time and try and test their abilities against one of the best teams to do it.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the matchup here.
2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Yeah. Looks like we lost Jungle God's mic there for a second, so I'm going to take us through this opening fight here. So we see an immediate clash of styles here. Illinois Wesleyan are going for a much more centered sort of brawl composition with the Rhine Diva. But Bay State, they're going with a for Mercy and Dragonblade composition. They're a lot more sort of out there with their compositions. They're going to be playing a lot more individualistic and a lot more around those key ultimate combos. Since those ultimates haven't come up online just yet, it's going to be very crucial for Illinois Wesleyan to set up on the point and take control of this space early. And that's exactly what they're doing here, as both Infernal and Faded go down after the point has already flipped. Illinois Wesleyan, they get the first point control here, but Bay State already have the Dragon Blade available from Forgotten. That's going to be their first opportunity to push back in. I'm just going to keep talking until I get confirmation that Jungle God is back here. So, Bay State looking to... they're looking to push back in here. They're playing very pokey, right? So it's all going to play around if the members of DPS of Bay State can pick off members of Illinois Wesleyan before they give up control of, before they sort of get taken out here. And now here come the ult from Bay State. We have the Barrage, we have the Dragon Blade. It's going to be enough. That's a 3K for Forgotten here. And that is going to now flip things in control of Bay State. But they ended up using, I think, a lot more than they wanted to there. Both the Barrage and the Nano Blade, it makes it very difficult for now for them to be able to push back in. And hey, I hear Jungle God again. How's it going, man?
Hello, doing good. Sorry about that problem right there. I was trying to turn down the volume on my side, but it just muted me. Faded doing a lot of work right now on this Roadhog, getting a whole hog kill onto Flash Fatal. That's going to send most of Illinois Wesleyan back to spawn, and Bay State College going to be able to hold on with this very fascinating looking comp.
It is very fascinating. I think Bay State are coming out here looking to have a little bit of fun with their compositions here. And I mean, it's tough to get the value that Faded did out of the whole hog. You do a lot of damage, you do a lot of knockback, but it kind of leaves you a bit of sitting duck. So the fact that Faded had the game sense to know that he could let it loose there and get so much value without getting much punishment was really good. Now we see a full comp swap here from Illinois Wesleyan. They're going with a dive now.
Yeah, that they are. And I think this is such a great look on Lee John Carden. He can't get a pop the Valkyrie though initially. Hack comes out onto Faded. They're going to be unable to heal themselves back up, but they're not going to be the ones who fall first. In fact, it's on both sides. Illinois Wesleyan down their DPS. Perez does come in onto Infernal, so Bay State looking a little bit healthier at the moment. But Illinois Wesleyan trying to take this point out from under them. Draft comes in, catches several members. Here's the Barrage from Kami as well. It's gonna find value. Bay State holds on to this point after it briefly goes in favor of Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, but the fact that it did go briefly in favor actually ends up being really big, because now instead of being at 90%, Bay State are at 80%, and that gives Illinois Wesleyan that crucial 10-second span to be able to really set up for this final fight here. Funman's going to be coming up to that EMP probably pretty soon in this fight, but they've got to come up soon. They're just taking so much poke.
Oh my gosh, this is awful. Yeah, both Novus and Echoic out of the fight. Flash Fatal demeched as well. 99% on the board for Bay State. They have to come back in this now. Illinois Wesleyan trying as hard as they can. But with Funman and Flash Fatal out of the fight, things are looking a little tough. They do get a counter pick onto Forgotten. But the whole hog from Faded is going to be absolutely brutal, pushing away several members of the Titans, and that's going to secure this map win for Bay State.
And all honestly, it all started off really well there for Illinois Wesleyan. They were able to use that sort of brawly, in-your-face attitude of that Rhine Diva comp in order to take first point control and even keep it for a little while. But once Bay State, they started getting those ultimates online, it just felt like it was very difficult for them to be able to, for Illinois Wesleyan, the Titans, to be able to push back into this now. We move over to Control Center, and Bay State gives us a degree of normalcy, as Infernal and Faded are back onto the traditional tanks, though to be fair, untraditional roles here, as they're going to keep on swapping out, trying to see where exactly they want to play here. Illinois Wesleyan are pretty much the same. Interestingly, Funman is going to be on the Doomfist for the second time in a row here. This seems to be a key part of their composition. They really need for this risk-reward factor to pay off here, and that's massive with the first pick onto Abs.
That is absolutely staggering. Funman comes in with an excellent rocket punch to take Abs out of the fight, and without those heals, this is all but over for Bay State College. They're going to have to just regroup, get as much ult percentage as they can, and try again. Illinois Wesleyan doing an excellent job of winning these neutral fights.
Yeah, these neutral fights have been super good for Illinois Wesleyan. We see Bay State still kind of hanging around here, Faded trying to do what he can, but ends up just feeding about 600 HP worth of ult charge to the enemy there. As now, Illinois Wesleyan, they are going to take first point control, and like we said, it all comes back down to Funman. It's such a risk-reward strategy here to use the Doomfist. You either get a opening kill, or you end up dying first yourself. Tends to be the what happens when you play Doomfist, but Funman absolutely makes it pay off with that pick onto Abs to open things up here. Bay State now have swapped Abs onto the Ana in response.
Yeah, that sleep dart could be detrimental to Funman. Minefield gonna be committed, but look at Kabe coming in. Gets a 4K with a Riptire. That's gonna open this point wide open. And there's nothing Wesleyan can do except watch on in horror as they take the point.
And once again, as soon as Bay State start getting their ultimates online, they make Illinois Wesleyan pay for it. Snowvis did not have the opportunity to potentially use that immortality field to try and keep them in it through the Riptire. And even if he did, everyone would have been so low anyways. That is just... It's just so good for a Junkrat when you see everyone bunched up like that. It is it's so key for that Riptire.
That it is. We've got a lot of ultimates now committed on the Wesleyan side of the match, and it's going to be rewarded with a couple of quick picks. Abs going down Mikan not long for this world as well after pre-committing their sound barrier. It's just up to the remaining 3 members of Bay State to try and eke out as much percentage on this point as they can get. Faded doing an excellent job holding out strong for their team. Long enough for Infernal to get back, as a matter of fact. They are going to be removed from the fight, but an excellent little bit of tech there from Faded. Launches them over that little wall and onto point, but Wesleyan comes away with point control.
I've been really impressed, actually, with this Rhine Diva composition coming out from Illinois Wesleyan. It seems to kind of be what they're most comfortable with, and their engages, their pushes have actually been very clean. Bay State College, I think, have been taken a little bit off guard. They can't play quite as freely as they were hoping to going into this.
No, they can't. They're having a tough time of it for sure. Echoic going to commit the photon barrier. Sound barrier committed by Flummox as well. And Snobus uses their Amp Matrix too to get a little extra damage on the point. And it's going to result in a lot of damage done to Bay State, but no kills yet. And in fact, it's the minefield from Faded, which is finding value. Kabe comes in now that the way has been cleared a little bit to start finishing up these last few picks. And with that, Bay State takes the point again.
And now this is looking kind of tough here for the Titans, as Bay State have so many ultimates to work with here. With about probably 2 fights for Illinois Wesleyan to try and push this back around. You have every ultimate except for the minefield that Faded just used, and he's already halfway to another one. Here comes that Riptire. It was so big before, but this time Snowvis is quick on the draw with the immortality field.
Yeah, and with that out of the fight and Flummox down as well, things are looking a little rough for Illinois Wesleyan. 80% on the board now in terms of capture percentage. Forgotten, going for a spawn camp here, I believe, on some of the Illinois Wesleyan members. Is it going to be successful, though? There's 90% on the clock now. Wesleyan has to touch. Here comes a nano boost onto Forgotten. He drops in and just immediately deletes members of Illinois Wesleyan. 97% on the board. Can anybody from Wesleyan even touch? It doesn't look like it. And Bay State going to go up 1-0 off of a great win on Lijiang Tower.
I can't say I've ever seen that before, Juggle God.
That was a new one for me, too.
Putting the Doomfist on top of the spawn ship of Illinois Wesleyan to nano him, and then he just seismic slams it. That was so cool. That was so cool. I loved it. Here's a good look at that Cabe Riptire that got so much value there. You saw him playing off to the side. Illinois Wesleyan were not paying attention to it at all.
Yeah, no, that Riptire from Kabe really caught them off guard in a big way. But now it's going to be up to Illinois Wesleyan to try and come back into this series, see if they can even things up as we move on to an escort map. And there's lots of good options here.
There's lots of good options here. If I was Illinois Wesleyan, I honestly would want to keep on playing the sort of brawl composition that they've been playing so far. I think that they were able to really gain some ground on Bay State, who I think we're going into this game thinking, we can just play whatever we want and roll them anyways. We're really good players. And they are. But Illinois Wesleyan is making them work for it a little bit harder than I think they were expecting to, because this brawl comp they're playing is just so clean. I've honestly been really impressed. I now fully understand how they've made it to this point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They look like they are the equals of Bay State for sure after that first matchup. They don't get the win, but they got a significant amount of capture percentage on both of the sub-maps. So I think this matchup is going to be quite quite the game for us, and I can't wait to see where we're going to be headed next.
Yeah, Escort, again, if you're looking at wanting to play a lot of Brawl, Escort maps are very interesting. You might want to go Rialto. It's a lot, it's very, I like to call it it's sort of the King's Row of Escort maps, just because it tends to be a lot more closed in for most of it. There's very tight 90-degree corner angles. There are a lot of walls closed in on the cart, so close range comps end up being pretty strong, except for that one part of the map that's completely open, but we're just not going to talk about that.
Another good option, I think, is Havana. That map as well provides a lot of good opportunity for Brawl. There are those incredibly long sightlines on first point.
Yeah.
But you can just completely ignore those if you decide to go for a spawn hold, which has been the kind of pick of the top teams in recent history.
My problem with Havana is that you're probably going to end up having to play into Forgotten's Widowmaker, and that scares me. If I'm on Illinois Wesleyan, I don't want to see Forgotten on that Widowmaker. The dude has shown the ability to just delete entire teams through just good aim, honestly. And if you're going to go to Havana, that is most likely going to be a problem you're going to have to solve when you're on attack.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's gonna be something you have to deal with eventually. If you don't deal with it on first point, you're almost certainly gonna have to deal with it on third. Such long sight lines from that from kind of the castle wall there on Havana out towards the warehouse of Dom Robotico. So you're absolutely right. Forgotten could have free reign there on Havana, and that might be a reason for Illinois Wesleyan to stay away from that map.
Yeah, and again, I feel like you run into the same problem on Rialto, though, because there is that point of the map that's an incredibly long sight line. A Widowmaker can just get posted up at the beginning of second point and just kind of push, just kind of get all of the sight lines as they go across the bridge. But I've just been informed that it looks like Forgotten Widowmaker is our destiny here, because it's actually going to be Junkertown.
Yeah, another really good map for Widowmaker, especially on first point. Lots of open space, lots of open sightlines. But this map does favor things like a Wrecking Ball composition as well. So if Illinois Wesleyan has a player who specializes on the ball, they could give Forgotten a lot of trouble.
And you know what just occurred to me, what I just remembered, is that Illinois Wesleyan told me that they are planning to bring out the Bastion at some point in this series. I think they might have picked this map because they're looking to take us to a pirate ship sort of situation. Like it's 2019 again.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there, Dividing. And you know what? It's interesting you mentioned 2019 because when I saw that very first composition coming out from Bay State on the Hogs, I was thinking to myself, what is this, 2019 again? And yeah, so perhaps we will be going back there. Bay State going to be on the defense first, and they're running out with a very interesting looking composition on here. And in particular, we've got Abs on the Roadhog now and Faded on Zenyatta. So a little bit of a swap in terms of their rollout, in terms of who's playing what role.
You know, there is a little bit of role swaps, but you gotta love Forgotten saying, no one is taking Widowmaker from me on Junkertown. I will play this. And yes, just like I suspected, Illinois Wesleyan are coming out with that pirate ship, but they're getting picked apart instantly. Forgotten with a pick on the Snowbish and then another one on the Fun Man. They just never had a chance to set up.
No, they didn't. Forgotten just deletes them out of the lineup. Kabe now on that Genji, giving a lot of trouble to the backline as well, making sure nobody gets out of spawn.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough now because Bay State are just going to be pushing up and denying all that space to Illinois Wesleyan that they need. They need to get onto the cart with this double shield. Actually, Funman has swapped over to the Hanzo, so they've given up on the pirate ship here, but they're still on this double shield. And look at this! Look at this from Forgotten. He's literally right next to their spawn. They haven't even turned to look at him.
Oh my gosh, this man is absolutely dominating on the Widowmaker. What crazy shots we've seen coming out from them already. Heads being clicked left and right. Faded now on the Zenyatta, dropping down towards the back line a little bit. They maybe have gotten a little too far forward for their comfort. Forgotten in this nice little wall surfing spot as well. Abe looking for an off angle, gonna try and start putting damage into Codex. They're gonna go down fairly low. They have to dart back out. But in the meantime, Forgotten has been neutralized. They have been taken out of the fight. Roadhog there, Flash Fatals, able to get that one pick potential off the board now for Bay State, and Illinois Wesleyan can start to move the cart.
Yeah, I gotta love that sneaky Roadhog play. I think snuck up to Forgotten when he wasn't looking and just got the hook off onto him. But now Forgotten has used the walls, and underneath the cart finds Fun Man, and that's going to allow Bay State back into this fight, but there's still trades.
Yeah, there are. Things, though, looking a little bit better at the moment for Bay State. They've got Codex on the run as well. Kabe's built up this Dragon Blade, too, so that's going to be something that Illinois Wesleyan definitely has to look out for it. And crucially, Snowbus doesn't have their Transcendence on lag yet. Flash Fatal may be able to whole hog them away, but it's going to be a tough thing to do.
It is going to be pretty difficult, especially with the composition you have. You just don't have a ton of ways to deal with this Dragon Blade from Cabe, especially with Snowbus going down early, and turns out wasn't even needed. Infernal uses the Gravitic Flux, and that is all she wrote there. Illinois Wesleyan just look completely stumped. They've spent pretty much more time inside of spawn so far than outside of it. I think they really wanted to try and throw something in the face of Bay State, something unconventional, and see if they could catch them off guard. They didn't, and now that first plan fell through, they don't really have a plan B.
No, they don't, but they have quite a few ultimates coming online now, so they have an opportunity to start pushing this forward. If Echoic can get a nice pulse bomb stick, it could really open this point up, but it's going to be opened up with Codex using the Gravitic Flux first. They take out Infernal, their doppelganger, on the other side. And Neb pops the Amplification Matrix to try and keep the rest of Wesleyan at bay. They are successful. Echoic eating a headshot from some Destruction Orbs of Fadus, but Forgotten trying to duel now this Hanzo. Funman taken out, though, by NEB instead.
It's so difficult. Illinois Wesleyan, they want to try and aggress on a single person and try and take them out, but Bay State are playing so, far apart. It's so difficult to push into a single member of this comm without getting caught in a crossfire from 3 other people. But once again, Flash Fatal with an early pick.
Yeah, and that could really open things up. Without that DPS on board, Bay State gonna have a lot more trouble. Forgotten has gone over to the Bastion now, though, so this is an interesting pick now coming out from Bay State. Abs has the whole hog online, but so does Forgotten. Flummox gonna pop the rally now for Illinois Wesleyan. Faded responds in kind, though, with their Transcendence. Forgotten goes down low. It is forced off the point briefly. Dragon Strike in as well. Echoic throwing in their pulse bomb, but it's going to be deflected. Kabe lands it back onto Echoic. What an incredible deflect there coming out from Bay State. And with the overtime ticking over, that's going to do it for Wesleyan's attack.
Yeah, they barely even get past that little overhang on first point of Junkertown. Honestly, I just feel like Illinois Wesleyan, they played into a map that they thought it might have played into their hands, but it actually played to Bay State's strengths even more. And once they weren't able to set up that pirate ship, it became very difficult for them to build up momentum on anything else. Bay State now have just 74 meters separating them from going into match point in the series and taking the ECAC championship. But let's not be too hasty here. We have seen fuller holds happen here before, but it's going to come down to this defense from Illinois Wesleyan. What are they showing us? What are they putting as their best play to hold Bay State for the next 4 minutes? I see a lot of very consistent mid-range damage coming out from Funman on Hanzo and Echoic on Soldier 76. But I would have maybe wanted something a little more sturdy, an Orisa maybe from Flash Fatal instead of the Hog. Again, that sort of risk versus reward play. There's a chance that you get a hook off and that gets you a good pick, but there's also a chance that you just end up feeding ult charge to the other team. We'll see how they try and play this.
Yeah, that we will. I think Flash Fatal on the Hog, like you said, high risk, high reward. So if they can get those picks, if they get those Hog hooks, which they have been getting, then this could cause problems for Bay State, but the Bulldogs are on their way out. They're going to be slowed down immediately, though, as Snobis hits an excellent shot onto Forgotten.
Yeah, you're very dependent right now on Cabe for that long-range damage right now. Forgotten can't really do very much until they manage to close the distance here, which has now happened. And
wow.
Oh no, this is not looking good. As Bay State has just rolled through Illinois Wesleyan. Forgotten gets taken down again, but I don't know if anyone's going to be even around. They have probably one more good fight, Illinois Wesleyan, in them before they just lose this map.
Yeah, I think they've got definitely another shot at contesting this. Flash Fatal putting on a little bit of pressure over in that Mega Health Pack room. Kabe now has a lot of firing room. They've got an opportunity to start to click heads again. They're looking for someone to make themselves vulnerable, but in the meantime, Codex has swapped over to the Wrecking Ball, and surprise, Kabe, who was on the Widowmaker instead of Forgotten, by the way. An interesting switch, but in the meantime, so many picks coming in from Bay State. That's going to do it. They go up 2-0 with a very convincing win on Junkertown.
Yeah, I mean, it was very good play from Bay State, don't get me wrong, but I just don't understand why Illinois Wesleyan looked at what happened on Lijiang Tower and thought, yeah, a very scrappy long-range map like Junkertown is our best bet here. I was very impressed by their brawl comp in the first map. I was really hoping that they would show us a map that would really play towards that sort of strength. Instead, they tried to play something a lot more wacky. And I mean, that's exactly what Bay State came here to do. They've been wacky from the very start. So I think it just played into their hands.
I think it did as well. You know, we did see the Bastion come out briefly from Wesleyan, and I imagine that had to be their plan, just based on what we'd heard before. But it didn't work out for them, and so they did make the, I think, intelligent choice to swap over to something a little more typical, but they still couldn't break through what Bay State was pushing forward with. And what a convincing win from Bay State. I mean, Lijiang Tower looked close. Lijiang Tower looked like Illinois Wesleyan could hang with Bay State, but after this map, it is very convincing.
It does seem that way, and so also something else I want to mention is that we never saw anyone from Illinois Wesleyan try and take up that Widowmaker duel with Forgotten. We only saw Hanzo, which obviously is at a big disadvantage in a sort of long-range fight. Now, I know that Forgotten is an insane Widowmaker, and it is going to be very difficult to win a Widowmaker 1v1 against him. My thought process is you don't necessarily have to win a Widowmaker 1v1 against Forgotten. You just have to engage him for a while. Make sure that he's got his full attention on you and not the rest of the team. And so the rest of your team can kind of push in and try and take that 5v5 while you are engaged in a 1v1 with him. That's kind of my thought. I think so many people are like, I can't go Widow against Forgotten, I'll just lose. But in this case, I think not dying is winning, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. And we are going to be headed next to the cherry blossom strewn Japanese locale of Hanamura, the famed location where the Shimada brothers had their duel after having been separated for many, many years.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Illinois Wesleyan are looking at here. It's going to be very interesting. I think you can make Brawl work here again. I'd really think that Illinois Wesleyan's best chance at coming back into the series is going to be to play those Brawl-centric maps. That being said, they said they like Bastion, and first point on any Assault map is really good for double shield Bastion comps. It's going to be, they have all the time in the world during the setup phase on defense to really just get your Bastion set up exactly where you want them. So could be that could be what they're thinking here with this Hanamura pick. For what it's worth, I feel like we're probably going to be seeing a lot of the same coming out from Bay State. That those Pharas, those Genjis, probably going to be coming out here, maybe with even more role swaps if the initial heroes have anything to say about it. That being said, we do have a disconnection on the side of Bay State, so we'll probably be getting them back in pretty soon.
Short pause here, but Bay State got to be on the defense once more, and worth taking a look at what they're rolling out with, at least what they're starting to roll out with. Infernal on the Roadhog again. They really seem to be favoring this Roadhog. Both teams do today, in fact. And I think that's interesting because it's not a tank that we've seen in the meta, really, recently at all. So, very interesting choice coming out for them. They're going to come out Kabe on the Winston as well. And we've got Abs on the Genji. So, a little bit of role swaps again.
Yeah, the role swaps are huge coming out from Bayside. I personally am very excited to see the Cabe Winston coming out here. And Abs on the Genji. Usually it has been him who has been supplying the nano boost to the Genjis on his team, and now he gets a chance to kind of play the hero for himself, so that's always super nice to see. Illinois Wesleyan, though, I do see a Symmetra coming out here from ECAC. I'm very curious to see if we're going to be seeing a potentially TP straight to point sort of composition. Funman on that Bastion. They're going to try and make this work again, I think.
I think you're absolutely right. If they can get the TP to point with the Bastion setup, this could be very deadly. But with Snabas taking an anti-nade and Flummox out of the fight, they may just have to wait to try again. We've got Abs now trying to put a little bit of pressure on them. Kabe now on the high ground as well.
Forgotten.
It
He's
looks
just
like
laying in the bushes.
That's an interesting spot. That is a really interesting spot. I bet he's barely visible right there. And just gonna pop up around the corner as soon as Wesleyan walks by. Nice pick onto Abs, though. They are taken out of the fight, so this is an opportunity for Wesleyan to start to move in. But they've got to deal with this very aggressive hold coming out from Bay State. Kabe goes down to Flummox. The support getting a nice pick there, and Bay State completely out of tanks at the moment. Wesleyan with the Bastion on point. Funman is just having a blast right now, gunning down whoever decides to peek. And that's going to be Illinois Wesleyan taking this first point.
Yeah, it was a really valiant effort there from Bay State to just kind of keep Illinois Wesleyan from even doing what they wanted to do. But the second that they were able to successfully teleport the Bastion to the point, it was basically over. Bay State were pushed up so incredibly far that there was no way they were going to be able to get back to point in time. So Illinois Wesleyan now actually have a very strong time bank here going into point B. And they still have potential ultimates coming up here. That being said, Infernal taking out ECAC very early here is going to be difficult. Oh, this is just so scrappy.
That it is. Scrappy has been the name of the game today, and we're seeing more of that happen at practically at the spawn doors of Illinois Wesleyan. They are going to get an opportunity to move forward with some impunity now as Abs has been taken out of the fight, looking for which direction they want to rotate, but they're going to have to go back and taxi ECAC as they were taken out by Kabe.
That being said, though, Illinois Wesleyan do have kind of an opportunity here, especially with Cave going down. You're probably going to have all 6 of your ultimates available coming up in this fight. You just have to kind of run the gauntlet to the point as members of Bay State are just posted throughout every single route that you could take trying to deal poke damage here. But now with Forgotten going down as well, you force them to play back a little bit more. Illinois Wesleyan granted that room to really set up a good fight here with their ults.
Yeah, that they are. We're going to see the Sound Barrier and the Gravitic Flux popped out by Illinois Wesleyan, and it's going to result in a pick onto Infernal, but the pick's coming in a little heavier for Bay State. They do have no more Faded, though, on that Ana. NEV just used their Coalescence as well to try and keep the rest of Wesleyan at bay. Forgotten finds a pick onto Snobus. So, this hold looking like it has potential, but the pick's still coming in favor of Illinois Wesleyan. They are now up in the kill feed a little bit, but because of the spawn advantage, it's going to be Bay State holding.
That really sucks for the Titans there. They use 5 of their ultimates all at once, and they're just not able to find the value, mostly because Bay State used 4 ultimates of their own. But that being said, they were really looking for that fight to be their big fight where they really sort of broke open the Bay State defense, and that just didn't happen. So now you're just relying on the Funman. Oh no, Forgotten's coming over the top. They don't see him. It's a triple kill for Forgotten as he just flies in from above, shy of surprise. And Illinois Wesleyan once again are sent back.
Yeah, excellent play there coming out by Forgotten. They only used that one ultimate to win that fight. And Riptires have just been amazing today from this Bay State side. Big anti-nade hits 3 members of Wesley, and that's going to slow them down briefly. But they are going to be able to continue on a little bit. We do have Neb in the backline trying to take out this Ana. They are able to take him out, and you know what? If I see a DPS Moira in my comp games, I'm usually upset. But right now, NEB is getting the job done. Couple picks as well coming in for Bay State a little bit closer to spawn. And at this point, Bay State, they look like they're just playing with their food right now.
I just don't get why Illinois Wesleyan don't say, hey guys, there's a Moira here all by herself. She's used her fade. Let's just kill her. No, everyone just sort of leaves Snobis to 1v1 Neb, and they lose it, and that ends up being the turning point of the fight, as now Cave has the Primal Rage, is inside the spawn, is just going to town on this Illinois Wesleyan attack. Funman has been holding on to this tank configuration for like 3 minutes now. He hasn't had a chance to use it because they just haven't had the opportunity to set up a real fight.
No, they haven't. This Bay State side has just been picking them off early on before they even have an opportunity to put pressure on point. This kind of aggressive hold on Hanamura is something you rarely see, but it's working out in spades right now for Bay State.
Yeah, working out incredibly well. Once again, here comes the Nano Base. I'm going to let you handle this. That was actually really good, taking down Abs.
Yeah, that was. Illinois Wesleyan now has an opportunity to move in. Funman gonna pop the tank configuration now, because like a shark, he smells blood in the water. Bay State has overextended one too many times, and now this is going the way of Wesleyan. They've got one tick on board. Can it turn into two? Maybe even three. Is anybody from Bay State gonna touch? They get there at the last moment, but Infernal's taken out. Hook comes in on the Abs, and so Illinois Wesleyan able to still keep the pressure on. They just need to get a couple more picks, and they will be able to capture with just a little over a minute in the time bank.
I think it was Hydration who once was asked, how do you effectively Nanoblade as Genji? And he'd said something along the lines of, you can't. The second you use your ultimate, everyone on the other team is going to look at you and use all of their cooldowns and ultimates to shut you down. That is exactly what happened to Abs there, getting a little bit of a taste of the life of a Genji there, as Illinois Wesleyan did a fantastic job for their part, shutting down that Nanoblade and opening up an opportunity there for them to push onto the point and eventually take it. Bay State's hubris kind of getting the best of them, as now they have to push through Hanamura themselves in order to even the score here. That being said, if their initial hero picks are any indication, they're not bothered by it at all.
Yeah, we've got a nice looking defense coming out though from Illinois Wesleyan. I like what we're seeing so far. They've got Codex and Flash Fatal on the Sig Hog combo again. An interesting choice. We saw it on Junkertown as well, and I'm not sure how well the double off tank look is working out for them, but it could be good on this first point because both Sigma and Roadhog have a lot of sustain. And with Funman on that Torb as well, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for any kind of flanky characters to find value from Bay State. But right now, Bay State doesn't appear to have too many flankers in the lineup.
Yeah, the Mercy Lucio support line, I gotta say, I haven't seen that one in a while, but Bay State, they're gonna roll out with it instantly. Really trying to just sort of rush down Illinois Wesleyan, but Cabe kind of gets caught out ahead of the rest of his team.
Yeah, and now things are looking rough for Bay State. They are just being demolished in the choke by this Wesleyan side. They did an excellent job of neutralizing everything they tried to run in with. Abs got a little bit aggressive there too, I think, and paid for it.
Yeah, Bay State, I think, is going to have to play just a little bit more disciplined in order to be able to break this defense here from Illinois Wesleyan. That being said, you could just get a bit of ult charge up on the board and then just burst through with your ultimates. That being said, that fight was over so fast that there aren't very many ultimates coming out here for Bay State. Pretty much just the whole hog from Infernal, and I'm not sure from this range how much that can do by itself.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have less of an effect the further away they are. Hook comes out from Infernal, not going to find anything at the moment. They're going to have to use their breather to get healed back up. Going to start to rotate towards point now, and they're getting dangerously close to this whole hog, especially now that Faded has popped the Valkyrie. You're going to be able to get a lot more damage in and get that ultimate online soon, but it's going to be Flash Fatal who uses there first, but despite them coming out with a force, Infernal comes away with the kill. Molten Core committed as well by Funman, but it's not going to yield anything just yet. Bay State just going to wait until that Molten Core largely is removed from the point before they finally move in and start to claim what they have earned.
Yeah, all Bay State College had to do was just kind of walk in roughly as a group of 6, and they were able to take over the Illinois Wesleyan. First point here. Great stuff there from Bay State, as now Illinois Wesleyan. They, to be fair, had a little bit more time on the clock when they first took first point, but this is now when Bay State kind of played with them for about 4 minutes there. We'll see what they can accomplish on their point B defense. They're coming in with the Nano Boost and the Gravitic Flux available, and an early beat from Neb that only hits himself. So very interesting beat usage there, as I'm sure Faded would have liked to have that extra health.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have. Forgotten might have as well, as several members of Bay State have fallen by the wayside. Now, this first push from them on second point just gonna be pretty uneventful for them, shall we say.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was on purpose from Neb or not, but it ended up not being too great for them. I think it was on purpose, as now Neb's gonna swap over onto the Ana here. Just try and maybe do as much as he can to help Abs out on this Bastion, but again, Echoic is actually doing a lot of work here on this Cassidy. Gets traded out, but takes down Abs. That is your main damage dealer in this comp right now. So that's going to slow Bay State down even more here. And Illinois Wesleyan, they didn't even have to use any ultimates. So now in addition to the Gravitic Flux, in addition to the Nano Boost, you now have the High Noon and probably the Valkyrie and the Molten Core coming up. Just about everything except for the Whole Hog.
Yeah, that's an excellent looking ult bank for Wesleyan. Bay State looking a little sparse right now. They've got the tank configuration and the Molten Core, but that tank configuration not going to be seen this time as Flash Fatal removes them from the fight. Forgotten decides to use the Molten Core regardless to try and push on the point, but the kill's still coming in hand over fist in favor of Illinois Wesleyan.
I think it was a pretty decent trade here for Bay State. They traded, I think, 2 ultimates for 3 out of Illinois Wesleyan. It kind of softened up that ult economy advantage that they had full control over here. As now Bay State are going to make a couple of swaps. Neb's getting very close to that Nano Boost. In fact, now he has it and could potentially use that on Abs or Forgotten, maybe even Infernal to try and get a Nano Boost Whole Hog. That isn't something we see super often, but it's very possible here. But they've got to find purchase onto this point. They just haven't done it yet.
No, they haven't. They have been just shut out by this Wesleyan side on this attack. A pick does come in favor of them, but only one. Flash Fatal still elects to use their Whole Hog. It's going to be Echoic, though, coming up with a Deadeye onto Abs, but still, Illinois Wesleyan holding on strong, and now there's just a little over 2 minutes for Bay State to try and make something happen here.
Yeah, Illinois Wesleyan have done a great job of sort of kiting out of the way of the most significant of Bay State's ultimates. There are several of them still sort of hanging around at the top here, and now a lot of healing is going to be pushed into Echoic to try and keep the Cassidy alive. It's not going to be enough, and now without a lot of that damage, Bay State, I think, have a bit of an opportunity here. They don't have ultimates, but they have an Abs on Echo. That might just be enough.
That might be Faded. Gonna be slept, though, so now it's up to NEB to keep their team up. But 2 ticks already aboard, a third is coming soon, and it looks like Bay State will finish with a little bit more time on the clock than Illinois Wesleyan. But Illinois Wesleyan, they have the staggers, but they're not going to be quite enough. We've just got a little less than 30 seconds separating both sides.
Yeah, I mean, it is so easy to say, oh, Bay State has got this. They're obviously not taking it super seriously. They're gonna take it a little more seriously here on rounds in order to make sure that they can secure the win right here and walk away as ECAC champions. That being said, a lot can happen in a minute. There's a lot of danger that comes into having everything on like one really good neutral fight, which is probably what we're going to be seeing from Illinois Wesleyan. You probably only have time to get one really good fight out of here. And if you can get that one good first neutral fight, get that win, and then force that into then moving forward a snowball into point B, you could end up in a very dangerous situation here for Bay State. This map is not even close to over.
Yeah, that is a good point. There is plenty more to come here on Hanamura. But we have to remind everyone that Illinois Wesleyan University, their backs are against the wall right now. They have to come out with at least a draw here on Hanamura to stay in this series. Bay State up 2-0 right now. They've got Illinois Wesleyan at match point.
Forgotten doing the Fortnite again. hiding in the bushes.
Yep.
As we're gonna be seeing, I think, a fairly similar comp from Illinois Wesleyan. No funny business with the Symmetra, though. You're just going to try and win this up front with the damage, mid-range damage coming out from Funman and Echoic. We'll see what they can do.
Abs already has one pick onto Snobus, and without that big source of heals, it's going to be slow going for this Illinois side. They do take Forgotten out of the fight, though, who was just lounging by the wayside. And now Illinois Wesleyan has the pick advantage. They can start to push in a lot more aggressively if they so desire. Ab's going to respawn here in just a second, so it's up to Wesleyan to really start moving now, but they can't with a couple of picks like that.
Yeah, that's really tough. The sleep, though, has been gotten onto Infernal. That was really nice from Snobus. It takes out one of the big bodies on the side of Bay State. It seems like Illinois Wesleyan are in this sort of eternal phase of being so close to being able to break through this defense, but it's just not quite enough. And now with 8 seconds left on the clock, they have to make a move.
That they do. Time is burning down. Less than 3 seconds for them to touch point. Can anybody get there? Forgotten's trying to be the gatekeeper, and he is. Echoic not quite able to reach point. Illinois Wesleyan gonna have to go for the draw here.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because I thought throughout that entire minute, I was like, I saw a pick come through from Illinois Wesleyan. I'm like, okay, they're going to break through. And then it got traded out. And then I saw another pick. I was like, okay, this is where they're going to break through. And then they got traded out again. Illinois Wesleyan just couldn't find that clean fight that they needed in order to really get purchase on that first point. So now, this is it here, ladies and gentlemen. Bay State are 1/3 of a control point away from becoming your ECAC champions. They just have to get it in the next minute and 34 seconds. And actually, we're not really seeing very much funny business from them. They're still off-rolling a bit, but looking at at least their initial hero picks, this is pretty traditional. Ryan Diva, Symmetra to point, use the May wall to try and box Illinois Wesleyan out as you TP to point. This is a pretty traditional strategy. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah, that it is. They definitely want to go home with the dub today, and right now they want to make sure Hanamura is the last place that we see in this ECAC season, or half season. Now it's time for Bay State to try and seal the deal. They're going to come out with a sim teleporter, just like we were thinking. They only need to get one tick on the board. They've got Illinois Wesleyan coming up close to them, but they've TP'd to point. At least a few of them have successfully. They've got the May wall in place, but it's
Cape
not
dead.
quite enough to keep the members of Wesleyan away. A couple of picks do come in favor of Bay State now, and with a couple of more going in their favor, this looks like it's going to go the way of Bay State. They just need a little bit more capture percentage to seal the deal and to go home your ECAC champions. Just a couple more of picks, and that's going to do it. Bay State are your ECAC 2021 champions.
It was a valiant effort there from the Titans. They were able to sort of sniff out that Symmetra teleporter, and they weren't completely boxed out by the Maywell. They even got the pick on Cabe on the Rhine, but it just seemed like Bay State were one step ahead the entire game today. They are the most deserving ECAC champions this semester. It was a really, really good try from Illinois Wesleyan, but Bay State are your champions, and very deservedly so. This is an incredible team.
That it is. And we're going to have, in just a few short minutes, an interview and the announcement of your MVP for this series. But before we send it to a break, I just want to reflect on it a little bit more. Illinois Wesleyan, they were definitely the underdogs coming into this series. Unfortunately, they weren't able to come out with a win, but they proved their mettle. They showed they can go up against these big dogs at Bay State. And I think that for a team that was relatively unknown to me at the start of the season, to go to the number 2 spot in ECAC is just tremendous. I can't wait to see what's coming out of this Wesleyan University team next. But the story of the day is Bay State. And my gosh, did they make it look good today. A 3-0 win in the grand finals. Not any kind of uncertainty there. Bay State coming away with this #1, and so many players on their team, I think, popped off today.
Yeah, they absolutely did. Touching on Illinois Wesleyan a little bit more here, I think from the perspective of your general collegiate program, programs like Bay State right now in esports are so rare. It's so rare to have a school that is so devoted and dedicated to cultivating an esports program of this caliber, right? For the most part, if you're going into collegiate Overwatch, you're going to be more like an Illinois Wesleyan. You're going to be a pretty solid team with pretty decent resources, but you don't have the ability to get the players that that teams like Bay State are going to be able to get. So it comes down to how much can you learn and improve with the players, with the people that you have. And Illinois Wesleyan, like we mentioned, they took a couple losses earlier in the semester, and then they were able to go back to those players that they lost to and beat them in this playoff bracket. If I'm Illinois Wesleyan, I'm insanely happy with how this semester has gone. I think there's a very solid program there. But again, Bay State, they're just on another level.
That they are. Now, we're going to send it to a short break before we get our interviewee and MVP announced. So stick around, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Big, coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, as kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand brand new, smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 Wireless?
On his way, sir.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the broadcast. If you're just joining us, you've missed all the action. Bay State won 3-0 over Illinois Wesleyan University. But we have our interviewee, Nebin, here to join us. Before we get to that, though, I do want to announce our MVP for the match, Forgotten. So many great plays from them. A triple Riptire kill, an amazing Doom play on that spaceship on Lee Jong Tower, and some fantastic Widowmaker play on Junkertown. But Neb, congratulations, excellent win today. And yeah, how does it feel now being the ECAC Finals champions?
It feels pretty good. You know, we've lost in like 3 grand finals in the past week, so it's good to finally get that gold.
Yeah, that has to feel good after taking some losses like that. To start things out, I want to ask you about what was the big thing you were looking out for from this Illinois Wesleyan University? Had you scouted them before? Was there something you knew you needed to shut down?
No, I mean, honestly, it was basically, are we playing Northwood? Because we played them 4 times in the past 48 hours.
Oh my
so
gosh.
if we weren't playing Northwood, we had a good shot at about anyone we faced.
Yeah, that is incredible. You had to play them so many times recently. But kudos to you for coming out with a win today.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was an incredible game. I was really intrigued by the role swaps that were coming in through each map. It felt like every game there was a new person playing, especially that main tank role got swapped around by a lot of people. I think Infernal was playing it a bit, I think Faded was playing it a bit, and then Cabe got it. How did you decide who played main tank every map? Did you flip a coin? Did you spin a wheel? What happened?
It was basically people yelling, "It's my turn" on the Xbox, and locking hog. So that's how we decided it. Whoever insta-locked it first.
Hog.
Oh, that's funny.
And also, tell me a little bit about the Bay State esports program, because from my understanding, it's a pretty new program, but it has really taken the collegiate esports world by storm. You're at or near the top in so many games right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, as we were winning this grand final, our league team won a grand final in ECC, so that was pretty cool. Like, the comments were pretty loud from them more than us because they had a little bit more of an intense game, I'd say. But
what do you think? Sorry, what do you think sets the Bay State esports program apart from all the other esports programs out there?
Just our talent. I mean, everyone here is very talented in the games they play. So if everyone has the drive to compete, you know, we'll succeed.
Awesome.
They catch the perfect moment.
Thank you.
All right. Well, to close things out, I just want to know one thing. Would you like to give any shout-outs to anybody on your team, friends, family, whoever?
Shout out my family in chat. Papa D 1963 and A Burton. And then Longhorn Jack as well. Also, shout out our league team for winning a good final against St. Clair today.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming in here to chat with us a little bit after your very convincing win over Illinois Wesleyan. Good luck to you in the next semester and hope to see more great things coming out of the Bay State esports program.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here tonight on the broadcast. And Dividing, I am sorry to say, but that's going to be it for us, at least until the spring for ECAC. This was the last game of the season, not just for Overwatch, but for any of the titles.
It was. This is going to be the last that we see of ECAC, at least as we send all of our teams to a very well-deserved winter holiday break, but we will be back in the spring for more incredible action, and I hope that I'm going to be there alongside you, bringing y'all through it. It has been an incredible semester with ECAC. I think the first time that we've gotten to have a consistent stream for this organization, and it's been super cool to be able to have these players, these organizations immortalized on camera for everyone to see.
That it has, and it's been an absolute pleasure casting for ECAC this fall, and I can't wait to see everybody back here in 2022. So, from us here in the casting booth, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all the ECAC staff. Thank you to our producer, PogChimp, and thank you to everybody who tuned in. Once more, for the final time in 2021, my name is Warren Jugglegodham, and joined on the mic by Dividing. GG's, and see you next time.
Bye.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Jeez, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real